Hey everyone, it's Autumn. Today I wanted to do a video where I just kind of play with some new makeup, do a quick minimalist makeup look. I'm getting ready to go for a hike out in the woods by myself. I don't need to look too great, but I did have some products here that I wanted to try out and talk about. I think I'm to the point now to where I don't really enjoy doing first impressions as much as I did before, because I feel like you're not really getting the information that you would need as a consumer to find out whether or not you wanted to buy a product or not. You would be able to like see me apply it and maybe see a swatch from a first impression, but I don't really have the knowledge behind the product when I do first impression videos. So this is kind of a get ready with me. A lot of these are new products, they're first impressions, but I am going to come back. I like how in the beginning I just literally told you that this video, you're not gonna get anything from it. But I am trying out this makeup and I am gonna come back probably within the next week or so and maybe do more full videos about products and brands. So today we're just having a little bit of fun with some products. Recently Chanel launched at Ulta and I had a ton of Ulta points, so I got a bunch of Chanel makeup for free. Unfortunately, they didn't have the limited edition Chanel stuff, like the summer stuff that came out. And so I did go ahead and actually buy that with actual money. I got 2 items from it. So I do have like an idea for 2 different Chanel videos coming up, because I've come to the realization there are 2 different kinds of makeup I wear. I wear like the minimalist, super fresh faced makeup that I wear outside and to the gym and just around every day. And then I have the more put together kind of makeup. So I think I'm gonna do 2 Chanel videos, one with a fresher look and then one with the more sort of put together look. And I might end up just doing that across the board with most companies that I try out from now on, because I feel like most people fall into either minimalist makeup or they really like to put on a full face. And I do both, but I'm mostly a minimalist. I like to say I'm a minimalist when it comes to what I do to my face, not in the amount of stuff I buy, which I am still cutting back on what I'm buying this year. And I have been really good. The stuff I got at Ulta was free. Well, not really free, that's from all my points last year when I bought a ton of stuff. And then I did get the other thing. Oh, also, well, it's over there, I was gonna show you. But I went through my collection last night with the realization of the 2 kinds of makeup I do and what I see myself reaching for and the colors that look good for me, or good on me, not good for me. Well, either way. So last night I was sitting here swatching different colors of blush on my face to see what flattered me, and like cream blushes, regular blushes, and also formulas that I knew I would use. And I got rid of 2 like large baskets that are like this of makeup just last night. I kind of did that because I had plans tonight to meet up with some friends and go do hibachi. Plans have changed, we're not doing that now. But I'll probably just run these things into them at, I don't know, sometime this week. So anywho, let's just get started with some quick, fun, fresh makeup. I'm gonna put on this Beauty Pie Super Drops High Intensity Hydration. So I really enjoy these Beauty Pie drops. I also like these ones, which I just emptied out this bottle. So I'm gonna use these instead. I have a whole like skincare thing here next to my beauty table, which is skincare that I just use in preparation for makeup. So it's mostly just like my sunscreens and all my facial sprays. And I want to use a facial spray now that I've mentioned it. This is the Radiant Dew, the Skin & Co. Roma. And then I need to find a good moisturizer. I think I want to get one obviously that has sunscreen in it today, since I am going to be outside. This one doesn't have a ton, but I'll show you a picture of what I wear when I go outside hiking. My face is mostly covered anyway because I have like this huge hood on my cold weather jacket, and then I usually wear sunglasses as well. So my face is mostly covered. This is supposed to be for men. It's the Jack Black moisturizer that's got SPF in it, but I really like it and I've been using it for years. I have other ones here too, Like I like the Super Goop and the Elta MD. I also have those over here. But considering the type of products I'm getting ready to put over this, I thought this would be the best sort of option. This goes on really clear too, like really quickly. As you can see, I put a lot on. I don't know why I'm getting my ears too. In the summertime, I really try to get my ears. I'm gonna be wearing a toboggan, they're gonna be covered. So like my face is gonna be covered, well, from a toboggan here up, or a hat, you know, whatever. Sunglasses. So really only from here down could possibly be exposed to the sun anyway. All right, so I got this from my Ulta order and it looks dark, but this is the light shade. This is, what do they call this? Their Water Fresh Tint. It's the Le Beiges. So let's try that out. And I may be using, this came with a little tool too. It comes with this, so I'm gonna use this. I might be using more products than I would normally wear for something like this. There it is. Oh, let's see. There we go. I might be, ooh, it does, okay, it is light. So I might be using more products than I would normally use just because I want to test them out. I actually like this. It's nice and thin, hence the name water, or the name with water in it. It doesn't give a lot of tint. Also, I don't know if I should, I've been lifting a lot and I just felt like my palms burnt a little bit where these calluses are from that. So I don't know what's going on with that, but okay. I don't know what's in this that would make my palms burn. I just did all of that and didn't even use the little tool. It applies fine with your fingers. And then for my, you know what I'm gonna use instead, because I wanna test this out. I've been absolutely obsessed with this Merit Beauty thing, using it every single day. But I wanna go in and I wanna try this from Rose Inc. So I had their concealer in a shade that was too light. And I don't know if I like let you guys in on this whole saga with Rose Inc. But I ordered, okay, Black Friday back in November, I ordered a bunch of stuff from Rose Inc. to try it out. Then they shipped everything except for one item. And then they ended up refunding that one item. I then tried to get that same thing from the Sephora website, same thing happened. Then it came back in stock on Rose Inc. website, so I ordered it again. But I ordered it along with this because they had a deal going where you get like a blush and a refill for a certain amount of money, and I was like, perfect. I'm gonna do that. They literally just sent me the refill. They did not send me the blush that I wanted at the time in Heliotrope. And that's the shade that I think would be most flattering on me. They didn't send it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna contact customer service and I'm sure they're gonna fix it. It's gonna be fine. So I contact their customer service and they're like, you know, very apologetic. Like the girl was very apologetic. She's like, yeah, we're gonna get that out to you. So I waited like a week and a half and I didn't hear anything about it. So I contact her again. I'm like, hey, I'm still waiting on this. I haven't got shipping notification, like nothing. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She's like, I put that order in and the warehouse, or I think the warehouse or something like that, or maybe fulfillment, I forget. She said that they canceled that order. And I'm like, well, it wasn't like an order they could cancel because I wasn't like refunded for it. You can't just like cancel my order. So anyway, she's like, I'm gonna put it back in and have them ship it out to you. You'll get it in 3 to 5 days, I think is how long it's gonna take them to ship it. She's like, you know, in the meantime, here's a $20 credit from our site. And I was like, perfect, thinking that like, that $20 credit's gonna be perfect because I need a deeper color of the concealer because the one I have is too light. So I order a concealer and I order the last shade of the blush that I had from them, or that I didn't have from them, because I'm like, I'm just gonna do a video where I swatch all of these blushes. I really like them and I wanna talk about them. I kid you not, today in the mail arrived my concealer and they left my blush out of the package. And then I looked, and sometimes you know how they split up shipments. I looked and there was not an invoice in the package. And it said when they shipped it, and the email sent 2 of 2, like that they had sent them both together. here I am with this. And so now they owe me 2 blushes, which is really frustrating. So anywho, I'm sure they're gonna fix it at some point in time, but it's been well over a month now for the original blush. So, you know, anyway, so let's get into it. I looked at this and I'm pretty sure that this one is a little bit too deep in orange for me maybe. So I'm gonna have to mix them. So let me get the other one. So the other one seemed to be a little bit olive, but it's too pale, and then this is orange. But since this is orange, I'm gonna use it around my eyes and see, that doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna use it around my eyes and see if it like helps cancel out any of the blue I have in there. I mean, a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really, I'm gonna use this Chanel thing I got, might as well. So yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot to cancel. It's, let's see how they described this. Luminous Hydrating Concealer. A does-it-all concealer that brightens, blurs, and contours while nourishing the skin. This long-wear liquid formula minimizes the look of fine lines, redness, and discoloration for an even complexion that glows from within. Did they mean to let that rhyme, I wonder? Okay, so I'm just gonna do the whole under eye area because that'll give me an idea, like, which I never do the whole under eye area, but that'll give me an idea of kind of like how it spreads and how it covers. So yeah, it is nice and thin. Going with this brush to kind of, in which I moisturized and stuff, but I didn't put a ton of like moisturizing product on my under eye. Although this is supposed to be, isn't this supposed to be moisturizing? Yeah, it's supposed to be hydrating. Yeah, this isn't terrible. If you're just like wanting a little something to brighten the area, this would be good. If you've got like a serious sort of like deep colored under eye, this probably isn't gonna be for you. But I don't mind it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna kind of just use this as a spot foundation today. Gonna take care of, is this the light? This is the super light one. Was I using the super light one the whole time? Let's see. I don't know. Okay, now this is gonna become a mess on my face. Like, I have no idea if the first one I stuck under my eye. And now I've just gone crazy. So if you ever like notice that like you're getting way too much makeup on your face, because we're going into Mime Town right now, I go ahead and I put it in, and I can take a beauty blender to kind of pick up the excess. Or what I like to do, if I don't want to do a beauty blender, whatever facial spray I have nearby, because I'm going hiking, I don't need all this. Okay, I go in with the facial spray, and then I can use this one, just take a brush and I just kind of work it in while it's still wet. And the brush will pick up any excess. Like, looking in the thing in my face looks very pale. So I'm still on the fence about the concealer. I'm thinking that maybe I need to moisturize a little bit more for it. I don't know how hydrating it is, but then also, I don't know, like, I didn't put on a lot of under eye cream either. Okay, so my skin's looking better here. Starting to dry down. Let's see. Nobody ever texts me, so I'm sure it's like one of those text messages from a company. Yeah, it's from Juvia's Place offering me 20% off of skin products. I need to like unsubscribe from texts that are trying to sell you stuff. Sephora recently added to the thing to where now they text you too. So I think my skin's actually looking okay now, and we're gonna add some color to it. I think last time, here's the thing is, I have been recording videos and I have no idea what I'm gonna upload, what I'm not gonna upload, what you've seen and what you haven't seen. So I don't know if last time, if you saw me use this or not. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and use it. And I'm just gonna go in with the same brush here that I just used to like kind of blend out my foundation a little bit. I am happy to have this product back. I went a couple years without it. Here's the thing, I found out a couple years ago about the whole Chanel fiasco, like, you know, with about who Chanel was. Obviously, she's no longer living and the company's taken over by other people, and I didn't want to give money to Chanel if their views didn't align with my own, right? Especially with something as big as the Holocaust. So I started dabbing back into it because I did a little bit more, you know, research, especially with the perfumes and about all of that thing. But then they have this new line of skincare out, and it's called like Camellia, and they're basing it around the camellia flower and all that stuff, which turns out at the end of the day, it has the same benefits as like tea, like it's in the tea family, right? So when you put caffeine and tea in your skincare, what kinds of benefits do you get? So that's essentially what it is. My problem with it is there was a mission called Camellia that was fulfilled by it was a Nazi mission. And I don't like, and here's the thing, Chanel may or may not have been involved with that mission, right? My thing is, if you were trying to distance yourself from your Nazi past, why are you naming your products after Nazi missions? You know what I'm saying? Or like, it was like a Nazi operation. Like, why are you naming stuff after that? Because there are tons of different things they could have named it, but that's very specific. So it just kind of makes you think. So anyway, I'm not saying that current day Chanel are still like trying to fulfill the Nazi agenda. I just think it's not very sensitive to what happened. And like you would think that they might try a little bit harder to distance themselves from that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm not gonna like sit here and say nobody should buy Chanel and like make a big to-do about it, but I am gonna kind of keep my ear to the ground as far as, is that a thing people say? I have found that I say a bunch of like sayings, like old sayings that like have been said like over time. Obviously they're old sayings. And then I hear myself saying them, and then now I'm like wondering where they came from, what the origin is, like, does it even make sense with what I'm saying? So I did get this little blush from Chanel, which is, it's in Healthy Pink. And this is part of that Camellia line, and it's a cream blush. So let's just try it out, see what we think here. Here it is. I did swatch it as soon as I got it. I was sitting on my couch opening my packages and I swatched it. So let's just kind of try it out. I'm gonna use this. I mean, why not? This pink has quite a bit of like coral in it, which I appreciate. I have a really hard time doing straight up pink. Online, if you were like to buy from Ulta, the little like swatch thing on their website looks brown almost. And that's kind of why I picked this one, because it looked brown. It's definitely not brown. Online, when you're buying products, they very rarely are the colors ever true to what they truly are. But I mean, this looks nice and fresh and pretty on my skin. Just blending it out. Okay, So yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I feel like I have more on this side though. I need to go in and add just a little bit more. I'm gonna keep going back and forth, adding more onto each side, trying to make them even, and then I'm gonna end up looking like a clown. So yeah, that's nice. Okay. Let's see, does it smell like anything? Not really. Normally Chanel products are pretty heavily scented. Okay, so I got this little Dior palette. This is an organza. It's from their spring thing. And again, there's one that leans more warm and one that leans cooler that's more pink. This is kind of like a peachy kind of pink with some golds and a taupe in there. But we're gonna test it out. I'm gonna do something real simple because again, I'm literally gonna be hiking in the woods. And I think I may do a video just around this palette, maybe do like a 3 looks 1 palette thing. I think that might be somewhat useful. I'm gonna first just dip into this center shade here and just apply that over the lid and kind of see what it looks I haven't swatched these at all. I just opened it for the first time. I think I had like, I don't know. This is almost like a taupey peachy pink. And I thought it was gonna be like pinkier on the lid, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised that it's not. That's a really interesting color. Let me swatch it on my finger. So here it is on my finger, right here. And then I'm gonna find a place on my hand. It shifts from like a brownie taupe to like a peachy pink. Such an interesting color. I love that. Let's go into this taupier shade here, just because. And I'm just gonna put it on the outside just a little bit to add some shadow. I'm not gonna fully get into this palette until maybe I do my 3 looks 1 palette thing. And I think that's good for the, oh, I do want to take it under though. Do I have, here we go. And I think I'm gonna do that with almost all of my palettes that I have. Because here's the thing, we buy things around the holiday. I'm taking the first shade, by the way, the one in the center under my eye. We buy things around the holidays and people on YouTube will talk about them around the holidays, you know, to, I guess, get people to buy it or whatever. And then you never hear them talk about them again. Well, the normal person or the average person isn't going to get rid of that palette as soon as the holidays are over just because it was a limited edition product. They spent their hard-earned money on it, they're gonna keep it and they're gonna use it. So my whole idea behind what I'm doing and what I think other creators on here should do too is maybe dedicate, you know, some videos just to, I don't know why I'm going in with the gold now, because I said I was done, but here we are. I started talking and I lost track of actually what I was doing. So I think though that creators should maybe focus on some of those kinds of videos. And of course, your links below, you're not gonna be able to sell those products. I get it. But here's the thing. I would prefer somebody to like maybe try to find something similar or even dupe it out with something else in their collection to show you that you don't need that particular thing. Like I have all of these Natasha Denona palettes. Look, I don't know why I'm pulling them all out right now, but I have all of these. All of the pans come out of the palettes and you can make your own like mini palettes out of it. I'm sure I could probably find something or put something together in here that matches just about anything else out there, right? I'm not putting those back in the drawer now. I'm gonna put those to the side. So I think when I do those kinds of videos, it doesn't have to be just Natasha Denona, but it can be, I can compare it to other things in my collection or just other things online that kind of fit that product if somebody just really loves the color or loves the effect or whatever. I've yet to meet a product that I didn't immediately in my mind think that this is similar to XYZ. These companies want to make you think that their products are that special, but they're not. I'm gonna spray my face again. Here's the thing, spraying my face feels so good while I'm doing it, but I'm fully aware that like when you spray your face and then it evaporates off of your face into a dry environment, it dries your face out further. I'm pretty sure it's called like transepidermal water loss or something like that. Yeah, so I'm aware that I get like temporary relief and it feels good, but I should probably stop spraying my face so much. I'm gonna go in with this little Benefit Gimme Brow. Like, I really like the color of the Chanel blush, and I like how simple and pretty the Dior eyeshadow is. And it is not lost on me how crazy it is that I am putting Chanel and Dior products on my face to go for a hike by myself where nobody is going to see me, except for maybe a couple random squirrels. I'm gonna go in now with this brow pencil and just kind of shape my brows a little bit better. I'm always so envious of people who can just throw like a clear brow gel in their brows and then look amazing. My eyebrows are so patchy and weird. Okay, so I don't really need a highlighter, but I mean, why not? I only have one new highlighter, and I'm gonna save that because I am gonna do a full dedicated Westman Atelier kind of, ooh, you know what? This, I already did a video about Rare Beauty, but this is still somewhat new, and I think it's gonna match really well to what I have going on. I'm just gonna go through, I'm gonna bring it down. Yeah, that looks nice. I'm gonna go in with this Dior Lip Glow in Mahogany. Love that. And then we need to do mascara. So I made a goof when I made my online order through Ulta using my points, and I did order a Chanel mascara. I accidentally got the waterproof. I think that's kind of perfect though for like hiking and stuff like that if I get sweaty, so let's just see. So here's the brush. Everybody's probably familiar with it. I typically don't do waterproof mascaras just because I feel like they're a little bit harder on the lashes, but we're gonna go in and use this. And who knows, I might end up preferring this waterproof formula for like the gym, or even in the summer. When I go on my super long bike rides in the summer, I usually do anywhere from 30 to 40 miles a day on my bike. And I'll put on mascara and I will start sweating up a storm. And then I'll go to take a selfie at like over a beautiful bridge or something like that. And I will look absolutely nuts. Like, I'll have like mascara all down my face. If you apply this lightly, it's actually quite pretty. Huh. So we'll see how this washes off, but this might be my new kind of like gym mascara. There are a few that I've been loving recently, which I ought to just do a video on it. Let me show you. Okay. I don't like wearing a ton of mascara to the gym. This $19.99, which I have a video coming on this, it might already be up by now, and then this Merit Beauty, which also I have a video coming on Merit Beauty. These are like the best kinds of mascaras for like that minimal kind of look. I feel like I didn't get enough separation on this side, or lift or something. Maybe I just have a bald patch right here in my lashes. And I'm just gonna go ahead and call this makeup look all done. All right, so I'm gonna get bundled up and I'll go on my hike. I'm probably gonna have a couple of photos sprinkled throughout the video. I'm just showing you like my face during the hike and all of that good stuff. Maybe I'll take my thumbnail out there, or maybe one in here too, I don't know. I'm like still trying to lift up my lashes. I think this looks pretty and fresh. This isn't my normal protective style makeup though that I wear in cold weather, and it's super cold out. So you know what, hold on a second. So this is either going to ruin this current makeup look, or I don't know. This is the bronze shade. I like to use this one more like in the warmer weather, but I'm gonna use it today just to see what it looks like. And this is the Jones Road Miracle Balm. I like this if I have like more matte kind of makeup on and I'm wanting to just kind of give a tint of color or make it look less matte. My face actually looks nice and glowy right now, but I don't know. I'm going outside in the freezing cold. Let's add a little protective layer to it. So I just kind of put it all over. So I'm gonna put it on the cheeks, the forehead, over the nose and the chin. And you probably don't see a huge difference. If you really cake it on, you'll start to see one, but I also find that that tears down your makeup and it can even muddy up your look if you're using one of the colored ones. So I think I'm gonna leave this at that. And yeah, you guys will see a couple photos of me out in the wild going for a hike, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Blue skies turning gray, and